Hey guys, how you doing? This is Osamo here. Hey, I was just at the Perry Stone conference here in the West Coast, 2015, and it's still going on. But I just want to share something interesting that he said. He mentioned about a dream or a vision that he had of a major tsunami to hit the West Coast, and um, he didn't know the exact location where the tsunami hit, but he mentioned the West Coast. But then he also mentioned a bigger tsunami to hit the East Coast, and it hit a bridge, and then the bridge collapsed, and the way it described it sounded like it was New York to me, hitting some buildings and so forth. But he also mentioned about also the how the bridge collapsed. It was caused by a terrorist attack. And so in other words, it was a terrorist attack, and then the natural cause of the tsunami as well. So I thought it was kind of interesting. A couple years ago, there was another prophet named John Paul Jackson that mentioned about a tsunami to hit the East Coast and the West Coast. So I thought it was kind of interesting. And those of you may know that John Paul Jackson is a pretty seasonable prophet, and a lot of things that he said has come to pass. And same thing with Perry Stone. I believe that he's a pretty on prophet. A lot of things he's said has come to pass as well. So I thought it was kind of interesting, and I want to bring it up because years ago, I would say not too long ago, I had dreams of a tsunami hit the West Coast. I looked out the window in the dream, and then the tsunami came, and a couple people that I've talked to have had dreams of tsunamis hitting and so forth as well. Another one mentioned was Bob Jones as well. So I thought it was kind of interesting uh, that all the tsunami thing is coming back. So here's that clip, and check it out.
People reminded me of this. I had forgot I said it. But anyway, let me go back. And I'm gonna conclude with this because people have asked me, they said, do you feel like the Lord has given you anything about America, about what's about to happen, so that we can either know it's going to happen, or either we can prepare, or we can know how to pray? I'm going to be careful with this because I don't want to say too much, but for some reason, this has gone on for 6 months. About every 3 weeks, I have a major dream of a tsunami. Now, there was one I saw. In fact, Pastor Jensen and I were in a plane together and saw it happening from the airplane. And apparently, I'm not saying it's here, okay? I'm not saying it. But it was somewhere on the western coast area. This thing was massive, though. And so that did happen. And that's all I saw. I can't tell you more about it. I can't tell you what happened. I can't tell you where it was. But I know we were in a plane and we were looking down and saw a wave coming. And I said, that's a tsunami. Okay. Now, the biggest thing I'm seeing, though, is East Coast.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to give you, I was just on with Sid Roth, and Sid said, Perry, you've got to say this. And I told it. So I'm going to tell it to you without naming the place. And here's why I don't name the place. When God showed me that there would be an oil rig off the coast of Louisiana that would explode. We all at the Partners Conference in Pigeon Forge when I said that. I don't know if you were there then. That was years ago. And I finally said, all right, off the coast of Louisiana, there'll be an oil rig explosion that's going to shut down 5 things economically. And I talked to a pastor in Baton Rouge and told him this, and he prepared a year before the BP oil rig explosion. Amen. And I saw the whole thing. I saw the cap. I saw the steel at the bottom. I saw the little tornado coming out from under. And this kind of stuff does not happen to me often. I've probably had 5 times God has told me things. So I do know that this is East Coast. And I've seen it 3 times. We were my wife and I, in this dream, and my family were in a 2-story condominium in a city. The city happened to be located near water and near a big bridge. And I'm looking out, and I see over this beautiful city, not high skyscrapers, but tall buildings, really kind of like Orange County, not real tall, but nice businesses. I see dark clouds forming, and I'm thinking, Pam, and these little storms start spinning. And I'm thinking, Pam, is this area going to get a tornado? What is this? And there's a woman outside, and she's like a tourist taking pictures. I said, somebody, I'm knocking on the window. Get up here. Get out of there. You're going to die if you stay down there. You got to get to safety. I turn, and see these beautiful windows. It's like in this two-story apartment, it's like these windows where I can see out. And I'm coming over and I look out the window and I see three things. I see a bridge, and I went on the internet and found this bridge. That's what really, Tammy, were you with me when we did some research on this, and I said, look at this bridge at a certain state and connection. I believe you were there. And so we found this bridge. I said, oh my Lord, that's the bridge I saw. Now, I saw a wave come in the water, and it got real high, and it hit the bridge. When it hit the bridge, normally a wave is not going to take a bridge out. But something happened to the foundation, and I saw the bridge collapse, and this bridge connects two big areas on the East Coast. And then this is the part that got me. I saw the World Trade Center like ghostly, how can I explain this? Not a solid picture, like a spirit, but it was a building that was ghostly looking, if that makes sense. It wasn't a hologram, but it was, and the
Thank
World
you for
Trade Center
watching.
buildings came up out of the water.
Please subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook
My
and Twitter.
impression was
You can visit us on
that there was a terrorist attack on the bridge. It
www.therealthingnew.webs.com.
collapsed the bridge because it connects it to a military base and some refineries. And then that somehow there would be a natural disaster as a result of it as well. And I remember